service of CNC Worldwide.
The Daily is a service of CNC News. It's brought to you by the Greece Chamber of Commerce, providing more than 800 area companies with business solutions since 1984. President Barack Obama did not skip the Flower City after all when he traveled across upstate New York on Thursday. People eating lunch at Magnolia's restaurant on Park Avenue began to suspect something was up when armed men appeared on the rooftops. This White House photo shows the result. The president dropped by the deli for lunch. Lawyer Paul McCauley and his brother were having lunch at a sidewalk table. He didn't suspect anything at first when he noticed a police department acquaintance in plain clothes at a nearby table. But when the bomb-sniffing dogs appeared, followed by the Secret Service agents with metal detectors, McCauley realized what was happening. The owner of Magnolia's said she got just 45 minutes notice that President Obama wanted to stop for lunch there. Rochester Mayor Tom Richards says he got even less, half an hour. He made it to the restaurant in time to greet the president and put in a plug for programs that help cities. Of course, social media immediately spread the word. Monroe County Firewire got this video of the president's bus motorcade coming in on 490. The president shook hands with people and talked about everything from college tuition costs to his new puppy. By the way, the president had the half sandwich and soup. He paid his own tab. Channel 10 got a shot of the check to prove it. The president's motorcade then headed out 490 East and made a 45-minute stop in Seneca Falls before going on to Syracuse. The president went to the Women's Rights National Historical Park and spoke briefly about equal pay for women. He then went on to Syracuse, where he spoke at a local high school and delivered essentially the same speech he had made in Buffalo that morning. There was one difference. At Henninger High School in Syracuse, the president was interrupted by hecklers. Two women who appeared to be supporting the convicted WikiLeaks informant Bradley Manning were escorted out of the auditorium after shouting and waving a pro-Manning sign. President Obama's message on his trip across upstate was a need to keep college affordable for the middle class. The president made the case that rising tuition costs and student debt loads will block the path into middle-class life for average Americans. He outlined an agenda to keep college more affordable for American families. It would start with a performance rating system for colleges.
I think we should rate colleges based on opportunity. Are they helping students from all kinds of backgrounds succeed? And on outcomes, on their value to students and parents. So that means metrics like how much debt does the average student leave with? How easy is it to pay off? How many students graduate on time? How well do those graduates do in the workforce? Because the answers will help parents and students figure out how much value a college truly offers.
Obama would tie federal aid to colleges to performance rather than the number of students a school enrolls, and he pushed for expansion of the pay-as-you-earn plan, which caps student loan payments at 10% of income for qualified graduates. The president was also greeted in Buffalo and Syracuse by groups of protesters opposed to hydrofracking of natural gas wells. They urged Governor Andrew Cuomo to deny approval for fracking in New York State. Ontario County authorities spent much of Thursday dealing with a major gas line rupture that forced people out of their homes in Shortsville. The Ontario County Sheriff's Office said a village DPW worker appears to have accidentally cut a gas main while working in the area of East Main Street. Numerous homes in the area were evacuated because of the fire hazard. Main Street was closed for hours. The incident was wrapped up about 3 p.m. and nobody was hurt. The town board still has to decide if there will be another referendum, but supporters of the new Irondequoit Central Library are going ahead with their fundraising effort anyway. The Barbecue and Blues for Books, Music, and Food Festival for the library is Saturday afternoon and evening at Camp Eastman. It's one of several events planned to raise funds from the public and reduce the amount of borrowing needed for the new library building. A former employee of the Monroe County Sheriff's Office is under arrest on charges of falsifying business records and official misconduct. John Cheer of Fairport was an employee of the department's Civil Bureau until his resignation Monday. The sheriff's office did not release specifics of what records were falsified, but said an investigation found that Cheer didn't steal any money. The sheriff's office began an internal investigation that eventually led to a criminal investigation. To the left of the player window are links to these and other stories. At the bottom of the page, links you can use to post news and information direct to us. Next news is as it happens, updates are as necessary. And I'm Bud Lowell, CNC News.